Hello, Namaskar and welcome. Today we will learn about the globe, latitude and longitude. Chapter number 2, Geography, Class 6. Let's start the chapter. You already know that our planet Earth is not a sphere. It is slightly flattened at the north and the south poles and bulge in the middle. So what is globe? Globe is a true model of the earth. Globes may be varying size and types, like big ones which cannot be carried easily, and small globe, pocket globe and balloon globes which can be carried easily. And remember, the globe is not fixed. In this slide, we have shown many types of globe here. It can be rotated the same way as a top spin or a potter's wheel is rotated. On the globe, countries, continents and oceans are shown in their correct size. It is difficult to describe the location of point on a sphere like the earth. Now, the question arises as to how to locate a place on it. We need certain points to reference and lines to find out the location of places. You will notice that a needle is fixed through the globe in a tilted manner, which is called axis. 2 points on the globe through which the needle passes are 2 poles. One is known as North Pole and second one is South Pole. The globe can be moved around this needle from west to east just as the earth moves. But remember, there is a major difference between globe and earth. The real earth has no such needle. It moves around its axis, which is an imaginary line only. One another imaginary line running on the globe divides it into 2 equal parts, and this line is known as the equator. I repeat the sentence. Another imaginary line running on the globe divides it into 2 equal parts. This line is known as the equator. The northern half of the earth is known as the northern hemisphere and the southern half is known as the southern hemisphere, and they both are equal halves. Therefore, the equator is an imaginary circular line and it is very important reference point to locate place on the earth. Or parallel circles from the equator up to the poles are called parallels of latitude, and remember one thing, latitudes are measured in degrees. Here it is a picture of latitude. As also mentioned the degree, 20 degree north, 40 degree north, 60 degree north, 80 degree north, north pole, equator, etc. The equator represents 0 degree latitude. Since the distance from the equator to either of the poles is 1/4 of a circle around the earth, it will measure 1/4 of 360 degrees. 90 degree like. Thus, 90 degrees north latitude marks the north pole and 90 degrees south latitude marks the south pole. Clear now? Beside the equator, which means 0 degree, the north pole, which means 90 degree north, and the south pole is 90 degrees south, there are 4 important parallels of latitude. 1. Tropic of Cancer. 2. Tropic of Capricorn. 3. Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. And degrees are Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north in the northern hemisphere. Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degrees south in the southern hemisphere. Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north of the equator and Antarctic Circle at 66.5 south of the equator. These are the 4 important parallels of latitude. This picture shows important latitude and heat zones also. So, look it very carefully. Now, heat zones of the earth, a very important part of your chapter. There are 3 heat zones of the earth. Number 1, torrid zone. Number 2, temperature zone. And number 3, freeze zone. Number 1, torrid zone. The middle day sun is exactly overheaded at least once a year on the latitudes in between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. This area therefore receive a maximum heat and it is also known as torrid zone. Second one is temperate zone. The midday sun never shines overheaded on any latitude beyond the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. The angles of the sun's rays goes on decreasing towards the poles. As such, the area bounded by the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere have moderate temperature. So, these are therefore called temperate zone. Now, third is frigid zone. Area lying between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere are very cold. It is because here the sun does not rise much above the horizon. Therefore, its rays are always slanting and provide less heat. These are therefore called very cold zone, frigid zone. Now, what are longitudes? Because our chapter is globe, latitude and longitudes. Now, we will learn what are longitudes. To fix the position of place, it is necessary to know something more than the latitude of that place. You can see, for example, that Tonga Island in the Pacific Ocean and Mauritius Island in the Indian Oceans are situated on the same latitude, which is 20 degrees south side. Now, in order to locate them precisely, we must find out how far east or west these places are from a given line to reference running from the North Pole to the South Pole. These line of references are called the meridian of longitude, and the distance between them are measured in degrees of longitude. Each degree is further divided into minutes and minutes divided into seconds. Here the picture of longitudes. Unlike parallels of latitude, all meridians are equal length. Thus, it was difficult to number the meridians. Hence, all countries decided that the count should begin from the meridian which passed through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located. And this meridian is called the prime meridian. Its value is 0 degree longitude, and from it we count 180 eastward as well as 180 degree westward. The longitude of a place is followed by the letter E for the east and W for the west. It is, however, interesting to note that 180 degree east and 180 degree west meridian are on the same line. The prime meridian and 180 degree meridian divided Earth into two equal halves, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. It is a grid. Here both longitude and latitude are shown. Is a world map and Greenwich line. So what is the connection between longitude and time? The best means of measuring time is by movement of the earth, the moon and the planets. The sun regularly rises and sets every day. We all know. And naturally, it is the best timekeeper throughout the world. When the prime meridian of Greenwich has the sun at the highest point in the sky, all the places along this meridian will have midday or noon. As the earth rotates from west to east, those places east of Greenwich will be ahead of Greenwich time and those to have west will be behind it. The rate of difference can be calculated as follows. The earth rotates 360 degree in about 24 hours, which means 15 degree an hour or 1 degree in 4 minutes. So, When it is 12 noon at Greenwich, the time at 15 degree east of Greenwich will be 15 into 4 equal to 60 minutes. And we all know the 60 minutes equal to 1 hour. So 1 hour ahead of Greenwich time, which means 1 p.m. Why do we have standard of time? The local time of places which are on different meridians are bound to differ. For example, it will be difficult to prepare a timetable for trains which cross several longitudes. In India, for example or instance, there will be a difference of about 1 hour and 45 minutes in the local times of Dwarka in Gujarat and Dilbagru in Assam. It is therefore necessary to adopt the local time of some central meridian of a country as the standard time for the country. In India, the longitude of 82.5 degree east, or we can say 82 degree 30 east, is treated as standard meridian. The local time at the meridian is taken as the standard time for the whole country, and it is known as the Indian Standard Time. So what is Indian Standard Time? Then we can give the answer 82.5 degree east is the Indian Standard Time, IST. For example, India located east of Greenwich at 82 degree 30 east is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of GMT. So it will be 7:30 p.m. in India when it is 2 o'clock noon in London. Means India is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of Greenwich time. Some countries have a great longitudinal extent and so they have adopted more than one standard of time. For example, in Russia, there are as many as 11 standard of time. Yes, in Russia, there are as many as 11 standard of time. The earth has been divided into 24 time zones of 1 hour each. Each zone thus cover 15 degree of longitude. This is all about the chapter globe, longitude and latitude. Hope you understand. Thank you so much.